The main protagonists in Georgie and Mandy's first marriage will eventually get divorced, and I'm convinced I know why. From the time they first met in young Sheldon, Georgie and Mandy's relationship has been turbulent. Both were lying about their ages, after all. The marriage between Georgie and Mandy is far from ideal. Together with Mandy's parents, they reside in the bedroom from Mandy's early years. No matter how hard Georgie tries to be a nice son-in-law, her mother hates him, and Mandy and her mother don't get along. Mandy failed to disclose her enormous credit card debt to Georgie prior to their marriage, which further increased the tension. Even though any of those factors could lead to a divorce, I think there's a more compelling reason why Georgie and Mandy's relationship won't succeed. Although it was hinted at in Season 1, this explanation will probably come up in other seasons as well. The main protagonists of Georgie and Mandy's first marriage argued about having more children in episode 16 of Season 1. Prior to her career taking off, Mandy wasn't sure she ever wanted additional children. Georgie, however, was certain that he desired more children. He also wanted his children to be roughly the same age. This, in my opinion, is the true reason Georgie and Mandy will divorce, notwithstanding all of their other problems. It is obvious that they have different ideas about their family and the future, and this will ultimately cause them to drift apart. Of course, Mandy might decide to alter her mind at any time. But even if she did, it's a serious red flag that Georgie and Mandy married without knowing how their future together would pan out. The final nail in the coffin could be the fact that Georgie and Mandy disagree about having more children. Georgie waited until it was too late, even though he had plenty of time to inform Mandy that he was truly an adolescent and not yet an adult. Georgie was unaware that Mandy was already pregnant. Mandy and Georgie probably wouldn't have made it through the huge lie if she hadn't been pregnant. Although she came clean considerably earlier and was an adult of legal drinking age, Mandy did lie about her age as well. Despite their undeniable affection for one another, Mandy and Georgie's relationship is unstable. Mandy's work and desire to possibly leave her community are major factors in her ambivalence about having additional children. Since Georgie doesn't want to leave his family, they have already argued about the prospect of relocating to a larger city. I think Georgie and Mandy's first marriage will end because Mandy's drive for a job trumps her desire for a bigger family. Although Georgie and Mandy's first marriage Season 2 needs to humanize Mandy more, there is one sitcom convention that could help young Sheldon's spin-off achieve this. While the title of Georgie and Mandy's first marriage implies that Georgie and Mandy are both the show's primary focus, this did not necessarily prove true in Season 1 of young Sheldon's spin-off. It should come as no surprise that Sheldon's brother receives the majority of the story's attention, given that the show is a sequel to young Sheldon. Georgie has essentially taken over as the primary character of the comedy franchise since his father passed away shortly before young Sheldon's finale. The first season of Georgie and Mandy's first marriage was largely devoted to his marital difficulties. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more videos.